Well, oh, you don't want to talk to her? Okay. Hazel-E, come in stage left. Lord. So, Hazel-E comes out, and oh yeah, this is Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, Season 3, Episode 14, Part 2 of the reunion, and there's only 2 parts. It starts off with Hazel-E coming out, and Hazel-E was ready. Because the thing is, Hazel-E and Masika are basically 2 halves of the same coin. They go and they talk about how one person's nose is... Well, Hazel-E was upset with Masika because Masika, as we remember, insinuated that Hazel-E pretended like she got in a car accident just so that she could hide the fact that she wanted to get a nose job. Even though Hazel-E said she wanted to get a nose job, so that didn't make any sense. Masika was upset because Hazel-E was saying what she was saying about her child and how her daughter isn't Fetty Wap's child. And it's just like, okay, so you feel like you know fake. That makes sense because I'm looking right at you. If everything's on you fake, then I guess you would know. I guess you would know. You're wrong in this case, but I guess normally you would know. With that being said, we have Hazel-E. I mean, Hazel-E was ready for us. It's like, marble mouth. What was that? What was that, Masika? What was that, Masika? I was like, Hazel, stop it. I'm glad you're back, but stop it. And I thought it was interesting how Masika exited stage right. She said, I repeat, I am not doing this. I'm not going to be on the same stage with her. I'm like, Masika, come on now. Masika, come on now. You're still commentating from the rafters. You're still commentating for the rafters. You could have stayed on stage. But I guess it is what it is. It's better than getting into a fight, so I respect that. Nia is on this whole peace and love, and I appreciate that, but I'm like, okay, so where's Soulja Boy? That's all I'm thinking the whole time. Like, is this because of Soulja Boy? Is this because of you're just tired of the BS and you want your friends to actually be friends again? What's really good? What's really good? What's really going on? And then, what's her name? Hazel-E, she goes and lets it be known. She was on a track with Fetty Wap. It was a much older song of Fetty Wap. It was before Fetty Wap was really Fetty Wap, and so that's why Fetty Wap didn't even realize it was Fetty Wap. Kind of like what Rock said. What Rock said. Rox was just like, you know, it could have, or maybe it was Ashley that said, oh, please like, comment, subscribe. That Fetty could have done the song, but he might not have gone in the studio with Hazel-E. Hazel-E just got the song offline and put it on her thing. Fetty Wap, I think, technically blocked it or got his record label to block it because I guess it couldn't have been that good. I'm sure if it was fire, he would have let it fly. But since it wasn't, he was like, no, I can't be, no, that's actually, no. Hazel-E's just like, no, I went and performed that in Dubai. And I'm thinking, look, Dubai is cool and all, but you realize Dubai isn't what people make it out to be. Parts of Dubai are, but not all of Dubai. So going to say you went out to perform in Dubai, if you really, really are cultured and know, that's not the biggest deal in the world. Everyone feels like they're in the middle. Tiara feels like she's in the middle because she's friends with both women, and it's hard. So they get back to the main event, Safaree. And I'm so glad because they need to pick it up. Safaree was on there, and the first commentary had to do with the fact that, you know, maybe his accent was put on, which it was. Was it real? Yes. Was he doing extra for the show? Yes. But Safaree comes off as extra, and for you guys who don't know it in general, West Indian, some, not all, let me not go and say that. Some West Indian men, whether they're came straight from, like, say for example, Jamaica, or raised in the West Indian household like myself, it can be tend on the side of a little bit extra. In my everyday life, am I? Absolutely not. What you see on YouTube is completely different from how I act outside in the real world. Inside my house, this is pretty much how I act. But outside, no. Safaree, yeah, and Rose was just saying, you know, he comes off as corny, he comes off as forced, which we did say. Safaree's just trying to make good television because really he was the entertainment for the season. Between him and the mamas, he really was the entertainment for the season. And he wasn't happy to hear that. He was a little irritated to hear all that. And they go to the whole segment of how they planted the bug. And Nikki, of course, didn't know that it was an actual bug. Because she was like, wait a minute, Safaree, you're not that type of boss. You're not the type of guy to boss up and act like you are what you are. It was just so weird and just came off too much. And Rose was just like, you know, it's not that I don't like you, and it's not that I don't respect you. It's just that I feel like you're cool overall, but you put on a lot, and that's the part that makes you feel like you're really corny. And I forgot what he said, but they got into an argument, and Fizz tried to jump in because Nikki Baby was like, well, you know, Safaree was better in bed than him. And I'm looking at this whole thing like, Fizz was like, oh, well, all you have is storylines to talk about who you're sleeping with. I'm thinking, Nikki has actual money. Like, let's stop playing around here. I get the show makes everyone look crazy, but Nikki has actual money. Of course, Fizz and Safaree don't have issues. Of course, Safaree is going to ask Fizz because he knows that relationship wasn't as big as I feel like what everyone else is trying to make it to be. Make it seem. Now, Safaree went left. When he went in, it was just like, he was like, you, he wasn't like you effing bleep, but he kind of came off with that type of energy towards Rosa and said something. He said something that was blocked out, and they said, hold up. And he was like, wait a minute. You're not going to go and talk to a woman like that. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. Later on, he did apologize on his own. He said, you know, I was out of character. I don't know what was wrong with me. No, I'm not even necessarily sure what you said. I was just reacting. I was being immature. I wasn't being respectful. It's just like, I appreciate that. That's the side that people say that it's cool about you, but we don't get to see that side that much. And, you know, I was actually trying to give you props. I know with the accent, because, you know, he was trying to make fun of her accent. And I was like, oh, God, Lord Jesus, why of you of all people, when people were doing the same thing to you? Yo. But again, he cleaned it up. And I'm like, there we go. Now we get to more of the foolery. The foolery between Shonda and Willie. Shonda and Willie had this whole, like I told you, people didn't think that it was real. It is real. Their issues going on are real. Everyone was laughing, you know, while they were explaining what was happening. But Willie's not back in the house. They're not back together. Shonda's still like, we're married, but we're separated. He's living wherever he's living. I'm living with the kids. It is what it is. I have love for the dude and all that. And it was like, okay, so set the record straight. He did cheat. He did lie about it. And he did play me. Now, of course, what wasn't said was this isn't the first time. This wasn't the first time, but this is the last straw. This was in public. I mean, yeah, this was in public. She didn't know about it. Next thing we know, again with another pop-up was, and here comes, what's her name? Kaisha! I was like, wait, what? I was like, what? 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 She comes out, Jason Lee comes out of nowhere, and because she was like, you know, we slept together, we had 12 years, 12 hard years. He said, hold up. We did not have 12 long, hard years. I knew you for that long because I was the go-between between you and a friend of mine. You know, I was the guy that would go and get some of the women and then have them chilling on the side while my friends would go and dibble and dabble with the other ones, and then we would go and rotate them. Was it mature? Yes. Were you one of them? Yes. She said, well, you know, we were on and off for 12 years. He was like, exactly! On and off for 12 years. We did not have a real relationship. When I saw you, I saw you. The only time we actually had the sexual encounters when we had sex that time. And then, because she was also saying that she got pregnant and she was pregnant at the same time around Shonda. And Shonda was like, first off, I actually don't care about you. I care about this dude to the left. Yeah, to the, where is she? To the left, I think. Yeah, to the left of me cheating on me. And because of that, if you came to me in a different manner, I actually would have overall respected you. But because you decided that you wanted to go and grandstand and embarrass me in order to embarrass him, that's where you lost points with me. And that's why I have no qualms with feeling how I feel towards you. Forget about you being potentially the side woman, the other woman. My issue is you went and tried to play me for a fool. And Jason leaves us like, hold up. This is what happened with the text messages. Willie was like, is your pee pink? Is the vagina pink? And she, something about his penis. So it was just like general stuff. It was like, exactly, that's all it was. Was it stupid? Yes. What, did I cheat on her before? Yes. I feel like Willie is lying in that there was a little bit more to the story. Possibly. But Kaisha doesn't come off as the most truthful person either. So when you have that in play, it makes you feel like, is anyone telling the truth? Like, I believe that they had an on and off general relationship. It doesn't mean that it was romantic. It doesn't mean that it was sexual. You know, on and off, you know, it is what it is. I contact you every once in a while. You contact me. If I'm in town, I'm going to go and see you, type of thing. Again, was any of it right? Allegedly, no. Do I think that he was just flat out cheating on Shonda with Kaisha for... No, I don't. I don't. The whole situation is messed up. He still cheated. He was still wrong. They're still not getting back together, at least as of now. Lord Jesus. The next main event is Brandi. Brandi and, of course, Masika comes back into play. And Moniece comes back into play. Because Masika and Brandi, they don't see eye to eye. Because, again, this is another situation where Max was working in the studio with Masika. Max admitted that, you know, the way how he necessarily handled it was incorrect. That was wrong. He apologized and acknowledged that to her. But he said, no, I'm going to go and be on the side of my wife. I'm going to go and do what I need to do. Brandi's going off at the mouth like, yeah, because she did this, because she did that, and I just don't have time for that, and because they're talking about my son, and talking about me, and I was trying to be a good friend. I actually don't care about the girl, but of course I'm going to check up on Max, but I was trying to be a good friend to my friend, who she went and tried to put the moves on my friend's husband. Like, that didn't happen, but it is what it is. And Max is like, yo, WWBD. You know, what would Beyonce do? And of course, I asked Lyrica, would you go and check them in A1? She said, of course. I want to know what's going on in there. But again, Max is like, my issue really isn't with you, with Masika. It's only when you start to say stuff towards my family and say, because there was a real legal situation, and you saying that didn't help. That's what I'm trying to say. You saying that did not help. That's why I feel a certain way. With that being said, then you have... Lord. Oh my gosh. What? Brandi kept talking for like a couple of minutes. At one point she said something so stupid. It made absolutely no sense. And it was like, at the end of the day, you got me twisted, you got me messed up. I forgot what she said. It made absolutely no sense, which makes sense because she was just rambling on. It was like, hello, hello, hello. What's going on there? Moniece was over it. Moniece just like, I said what I said. I don't have a problem saying what I said. I think that it's messed up that we're stuck in between rock and a hard place between the two of you. It's all stupid. It's all convoluted. We're going to agree to disagree. Now, here's the thing. Brandi does know Beyonce, and she actually does know the, the Knowles family. She's friends with Solange, and there was just a recent post, actually, of, what do you call it? Tina Knowles, Mama Knowles, having a picture up on Instagram of Brandi and her son. So it's real. It's real. Now, should she be consistently grandstanding? No, she shouldn't, because it dilutes it. You just need to stunt on them. But it was funny. She was like, all of you want to be down. All of you want to be Beyonce. I'm like, yeah, you're right. At one point, all of them wanted to be Brandi. All of them wanted to be Beyonce. It is what it is. But we move on, because that was foolishness. Now we get to the true main event. The mamas. The mamas, the mamas, the mamas. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm so glad they come on this season. Now, here's the whole thing. Pam was like, I love you, Lyrica. I had no issue with you. I accepted you right away. It was with your mother. She was the one that was persecuting and caused me to feel a certain way. Her mom said, now hold up. Now, what about when you, when it's talked about, someone's body and the whole, I got real gut, real butt. What about that? Were you talking about Lyrica? And she said, I love that girl. Now, I was upset when I said what I said. But, and Lyrica was like, yeah, I went and I got my breast done. It is what it is. She said, yeah. Now, here's the thing. She's perfect the way she is. With the breast and without the, with the boob job and without the boob job. So, I again, apologize for what I was insinuated. I was trying to be mean. I was trying to be rude. And here's the thing. They brought up the whole waist trainer thing. That whole scene was still hilarious to this day of the waist trainer. That was great. That was just great TV because, you know, Lyrica G was already upset with the fact that she couldn't be at the wedding. And she was trying to say how, oh, I wouldn't have acted a fool. A1 had this look of, who are you? You really acting like we don't know you? Is that what you're trying to act like? Because we know the truth. We know the truth. The truth is, you didn't want your daughter to get married to him. You're just accepting it. It is what it is. She's trying to say, I'm trying to be grown. He goes inside, you know what? Since you want to go and get some liposuction, then why don't I go and give you the waist trainer? You know, I was trying to help you out. Here comes Safaree saying, you know, I thought it was a nice gesture trying to help. I said, alright. But they wouldn't catch when everyone had that look of, wait a minute, what did Lyrica G just say? Because she was saying, Lyrica didn't become the woman that she is, the artist, the person that she is, without my guidance. I was there to help train her, groom her. I'm like, wait, she's not a dog. And what did she say? She was like, look, it was in the Bible. You know, I trained her. It was like, she's your daughter. You raised her. She's not some damn pet. And it was like, you raised, right? Because she kept saying the word train. She was like, train, raised is all the same. It's like, no, it's not. It was like, yeah, train them up in the way that you want. No, it's raise them. That's what's in the Bible. Stop it. Like, what are you doing? She doing way too. But again, they came together as one big happy family. That's all it really matters. Is that what it really is? Not 100%, but it doesn't have to be, because they went from complete dysfunction to now they actually like each other. So that's a huge, huge 180. Huge 180. As long as it doesn't do a 360, we're good. We do not need any 360s in their life. Oh, I thoroughly enjoyed. I wanted to make sure that, did I capture every moment talking about the oh! See, that's why I'm glad I did that. I would have been so upset if I forgot about this one part. Guess who else got liposuction? Lyrica G, she dropped a dime and said, you know, my daughter, she wanted to get the boob job, she wanted to be camera ready, but she wasn't the only one. A1 got some work too. I'm like, darn too. I'm like, what work? I'm like, what work? He got some extra pearls? Like, what work? No, he got liposuction. And he was like, no, I can't go on TV. I'm going to have to go on TV. I had to look a certain way. I was like, I know you care about your looks. I know. We know that. So, I'm not mad at him. And I appreciate that. See, this family's real. Their issues are real. Their responses are real. I love them. They're definitely people I'll be looking out for next season. But my whole thing is, what's going to happen? Are they going to go and revolt on other people, or are they going to have more infighting? Then we get to the sad part of... oh yeah, and A1 was saying how, you know, my lady was scared to get her boob job. So I wanted to show her, I wanted to be the man and go and get surgery first to show her that she'll be good. I was like, oh, that's a nice spin on... yeah, that's a nice spin on it. Tara Marie talks about her issues. Of course, it's the scene, her and Nikki Baby. And Tara Marie says, you know, I understand that I have real issues. I'm not, you know, seeking help right now. I do have it under control. I'm actually not drinking right now. Nikki was just saying how, you know, her brother died from, he had substance issues. And I keep forgetting if it was suicide or if it was an overdose. Either way, it was mainly because of drugs. And so that's why she was really concerned. Tiara was like, I know I definitely have a problem. Hazel-E was like, yeah, Tiara, you know I know you for real. So I know you have some problems as well. But it is what it is. It is what it is. We're here there to support you. Everyone was just like, yeah, we're there to support you. We hope that you do well. Just focus on you. Focus on your life. Focus on getting better. And that was really nice to see, even because remember, Ray J and Tiara used to go out. So even Ray J was just like, yeah, because No one wants to see someone really go, because here, I mean, for her to go to jail for something like that, and or potentially having like a go through a drinking bender, it's just damn. You don't want to see someone go through something like that. You really don't. So I appreciate the fact that everyone's just like, we love you, we have your back, whatever it is that we need. They show this cute montage of everyone, the most memorable scenes, and this season it was entertaining. It definitely was a stop and go type of entertainment, but it was entertaining nonetheless. And why did you have Safaree was getting down to that music? It was like, hey, hey. I'm not mad at that jacket he was wearing out. I was like, damn, I want that, but I know it probably costs like thousands of dollars, and I just can't bankroll anything like that right now. I only have one thing that costs that much right now, and oh, that's finally paid off. Hey, that's paid off. Praise God for that being paid off. And Max and Fizz repaired whatever relationship they're supposed to have. It's just like, we're actually friends, we're actually family, regardless of what's going on. There's too much stuff going on in the world with black men being killed and us not uplifting each other, so why are we on here setting the bad example? And the ladies, not so much. The ladies are like, it is what it is. I feel like, because what was said about my son, I'm not going to go and forgive. My stance is still the same. Monique said, well, I'm not apologizing for Jack. It is what it is. And I actually appreciate that, because it would be fair for her to go and apologize, because you know she wouldn't mean it. Again, Nia was just on this whole free at last, thank Almighty we're free at last, just come together. I'm like, that's really nice, that's really cute, but what's going on with you, Soldier? Is that why you're on this whole kumbaya tip? Safaree wanted to do a group hug thing, and everyone's like, no, that's some fake crap. No, stop with the coconut oil. Just go and sell the coconut oil. Do something else over there. So that's it. That was a cool, the season was good enough. 14 episodes. What was it, like 12 episodes? That was definitely good enough for what we got. I'm glad they didn't try and drag it out. And again, my favorites were Safaree and Lyrica G and Pam. This is what it is. Love and Hip Hop New York, the original, is coming back. It's coming back with a vengeance. Let's see. I think it's actually next week. Next week, Monday. I'm excited. I'm ready. Let's go. Cardi B's back. I think Self's doing some foolishness. That should be something. But Cardi B's back. Yeah, that's all that really matters to me.